sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take a family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this special Saturday edition. Normally on first Saturday, you would have Dave Gabbard and Gene Smith, but this is the time. I just can't get used to June for the Bassmaster Classic when I thought it was going to be in March. We've had all this switchback, and this is an historic day for Outdoors with Larry Ray. I've been looking at Shelby McCall for over a year, and I don't mind that.
And
even
she
though
looks good.
Yes, she wears the mask. You know, I think that's her. But did you hear that voice? That is a distinctive voice right there. And I'm good to see you, Ron
Good
Wall.
seeing you, Larry.
Wow.
Good morning, everybody. It's so good to be back in studio.
Isn't it,
I
though?
have to tell you.
Yeah.
You know, because it's much more personable, and we can kind of look at each other if we need to say something or do something.
Yep.
But it's really good. And, you know, it's a very, very special day today. Absolutely. Free fishing today.
Free fishing today in Tennessee, y'all.
That's right.
Yeah. And that goes, if you're 15 or under, you can go all the way to next Friday, I think it is. So,
is that right? Wow.
Yeah. So, anyway, and we have a special guest on the line with us.
Because
why
this
don't you
is,
introduce this young lady
is
here?
The Bassmaster Classic annual Bassmaster Classic preview show that we have on Outdoors with Larry Ray, and our first guest this morning, bright and early, 6 o'clock. Of course, it's 7 o'clock where she lives.
Yeah,
but
she's sleeping
is
in. No, she's
helped out with us here at Outdoors with Larry Ray, doing some wonderful videos.
Yes.
Interviews.
Yes.
At the Classic.
Looks a lot better than you.
ICAST,
Yeah, looks a lot better than you.
She looks a lot better than me.
Yeah.
And she's every bit as smart as me.
Yeah,
Samantha Gay. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning, Ron. Good morning, Larry. Thank you for having me on.
Good morning. Yeah, I know those anglers would rather talk to you than Ron.
Absolutely.
You know,
they smile when
they
when
do.
I show up.
What do they do when they see you?
They don't. Well, they know I have a camera in my hand. So,
but Samantha's with us, and she will be with Ron down there delivering pictures from the Bassmaster Classic. We'll roll into down there in Fort Worth, Texas, at Ray Roberts Lake.
Yeah.
You know, this
Absolutely.
is a historic tournament. Fort Worth's all excited. I know they're going to have lots of steaks to eat.
well, you know, I'm looking forward to the beef brisket and barbecue.
That's
myself.
it. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking
And
forward
Samantha
to.
is too. And Samantha, I know this fires you up because I know I don't know if anybody loves bass fishing more than Ron, but it might be you. So
Hey, might be a close tie.
that is. So what's the excitement for you going to Fort Worth?
I'm just looking forward to seeing everybody that all my fishing friends that I haven't seen in over a year. You get used to seeing folks at least twice a year, and going over almost a year and a half now without seeing everybody. I'm just really excited to see everybody in person and just catch up with folks and just get to doing what we do.
Now, are you going to be doing double duty again this year? You know, helping us out with Larry Ray, but also working as part of the team to release the bass and everything else during weigh-in.
She's going to be busy. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I am part of the Fish Care Dream Team, as Mr. Bill Fraser has called it.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
They released an article about it. I want to say it was like last weekend, I believe, in the Bass Times magazine. And this month's is it not episode, but this edition of the Bass Times, there's an article about the Fish Care Dream Team and what we do and all that good stuff.
Fish Care Dream Team. I love the name of that.
They do a great job. It's pretty amazing. You know, we had some videos here from 3 or 4 years ago when they did it, and so I'm going to be covering that also. I'm going to try to get some video work done on it. And showing what they do in pictures, and we'll write a little story on it, too.
Yeah, we need that, but again, Samantha Gay, and this Saturday's a big day in your family, too, Samantha. What's going on today in your family?
My daughter is graduating from high school today.
Wow.
In about 3 more hours, she'll be walking across the stage.
That is exciting. And her name is Gabby, right? Is that what?
Yes, sir.
That is exciting. My son walked across the stage, and I it just seems like yesterday. I won't age him, but it's a big moment, and we appreciate you being part of our team again down there. And a little later in the show, me and Ron will make our predictions. He says he doesn't need to look at the list, so I'm not going to put you. You think she knows who she?
I'll name somebody.
She's ready to name 3 people.
All right.
3 people. Okay, I'm going with Seth Feider.
Okay. All right. I'm writing
Seth
that down.
Feider right off the bat. I like Seth. Seth is awesome. I mean, he's always consistent and does well at every event.
Okay. All right. Who else?
I just read an article about this yesterday. I was reading an article in Bassmaster magazine about the likely, or it might have been online, about the likelihood of, or their chances of actually winning the Classic.
Yeah. I looked at it.
I'm definitely going to go with Hank Cherry again because he's
you got my man. Come on, Samantha.
North Carolina buddy. And
all right.
I'm trying to think of who else. Can't recall who else. I'm going to just go with one off the top of my head, Mr. Clark.
I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take Clark.
Clark Wendlandt.
Yeah, okay. You're in.
He's a Texas boy, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Oh, so is Chris Aldane, though.
Yeah, I know it, but it's too late now. You've made your 3. Stick with it because, I think those are 3 great choices, and you stole one of mine, and that's okay. Hank Cherry, I would like to see somebody like that.
Went back to back.
Back to back.
Yep.
And just seeing his family last year, react to it, like his wife, she was just about.
Sweet.
I just reached over and patted her on the back, and later on that day, or that evening, she saw me at the hotel. She's like, "You have no idea how much that meant." She said, "Thank you." She said, "That helped me so much." And I was like, I didn't even realize it would, but she
isn't that little thing like that?
Such a moment,
we had Hank on the show not long afterwards.
Yeah.
And he was still emotional. So okay, so we got Samantha Gay. She came right out. It didn't take her long to say Seth Fieldy, Fighter, and it didn't take her long to say Hank Cherry, but then she threw in a guy that was Angler of the Year here, so that's not a bad 3 choices there.
Not at all.
Yep.
So what's the most exciting thing about the Classic to you, Samantha? I know you love bass fishing and you catch big fish. Of course, Ron catches big fish.
I love to see those big bass weighed in that way.
Okay, yeah.
Now this year's going to be a lot different though because they're only going to be bringing their 2 biggest bass to the stage.
Yes, they are.
In order to hopefully help these fish out a little bit because this heat and all that is going to be a little bit more stressful on the fish than normal. So they're trying to do all they can to.
Yeah, Fort Worth in mid-June can be rather warm.
Yep.
Windy too. And also warm, so it's going to be fun to see those 2 big fish come in. And I know, we're not ready to make our picks. We're going to save it to the end. We're going to give it to.
I'm still not sure.
He's still not sure. Well, you already know one of mine. Samantha's done picked him, but I can feel. I'm going to pick. It doesn't hurt to pick the same people, So
you can't do that.
It's awesome to. It's awesome to see those underdogs come out and
there's
now. And there's a bunch of those out there.
There's a bunch of rookies in this thing this time.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And I don't know what just think what that would mean to be a rookie in the Classic. And we got guys in there 10 years still trying to win.
I'll tell you a guy to watch.
You're going to give me a guy to watch. Just watch. Okay. All right.
Mike Patrick.
Mike Patrick, there he is, right there. Yeah, okay, good for Mike.
You watch Matt Robertson too, right?
Oh, there's a good one. She's throwing out names like right and left.
Patrick's out of South Carolina.
Gonna be on him,
Yeah, I'm looking for him right here. Okay,
Patrick is a South Carolina boy, but he is one of the best on the circuit with the live scope.
With the live scope. Well, who doesn't have the live? Yeah. What'd you go say, Samantha?
Shane LaHue. He's a
he's a North Carolina boy too.
He's a North Carolina.
She's sticking with these North Carolina.
He's out there. Hey, you got to pull.
You got to pull, and there's a bunch of them in there. But this is really an international event with the Tokyo.
Absolutely.
The Japanese guys in there, and of course our good man Gussie. Up there from Canada.
Yes, well, you got Johnston's in there.
Chris Johnston from Petersburg, Canada.
Yep.
And when this all started, me and you were still around. And we didn't exactly have the flavor like we got now of bass fishing in Michigan, up north, the Canadas. I'm looking at some of these guys that are as I said, the Japanese guys, but Minnesota, Austin Felix. We've had Austin on here before. Out of Minnesota, we got Idaho. We know that's Brandon
Polinack.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you look at those things, and she just.
Gosh, y'all are naming folks. I was forgetting. I read about them today when I was looking at that article. And now I'm like, darn, I forgot. All that, but there are some great anglers this time around. I mean, there always are, but. Man, he could honestly anybody could take it.
Yeah,
you went straight.
You went straight to Newmarket, Minnesota, with Seth.
Yeah,
and
but he does well every year.
Every year,
sure. Always. Seth is very consistent. Always.
Yep.
Well, Samantha, I tell you what, you're in charge of keeping track of Ron Wong. I know he'll take 3 or 4 pairs of tennis shoes down there with him to Texas. So try to keep up. This is the first time that we've had Ron on the show. We didn't have to play Willie Nelson on the road again because Ron is with us. But thank you for helping us out down there, girl. And I know it's going to be a great tournament. We look forward to seeing what you guys are doing. So be careful. Congratulations again to Gabby for graduation today, and we'll talk to you at the Classic, okay?
And I'll see you in a couple of days.
Yeah,
All
okay.
Right. See you soon, Ron.
All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We'll be right back.